The iconic Melbourne shopping precinct, Chapel Street, is facing a potentially fatal threat from Stonnington Council and their anti-car zealotry. Joining me now is Matt Lanigan. He's the president of the Chapel Street Precinct Association. Matt, what are the council up to here? I mean, don't tell me they are seriously considering banning off-street parking. That's going to kill Chapel Street, kill what's left of it.
Yeah, absolutely, and that is the fear of our traders. Once we've heard the news about some of the plans that council are looking to do. Yeah.
Have the traders been consulted throughout this process? Because they've got some grand plans. They want to have all sorts of... What do they want to do? They want to get rid of off-street parking and put in trees and bike lanes and...
Sure.
Basically... Yeah. Things that are completely not appropriate for Chapel Street. You go there to shop. You don't want to be cycling home like some freak holding 6 bags. You want to go out for a nice dinner.
Yeah.
You're not going to be cycling to dinner. It just seems to be completely at odds with what the area is.
Correct. And look, the traders haven't been consulted directly. The CSPA do have a seat at the planning table through working groups. And through the latest working group, we've learnt of what these plans look like. There's little models drawn up of each precinct, Windsor, Paran, South Yarra and Forest Hill, and they're trying to create unique identities for each of them. And in the modelling, you have little trees and little bike racks that you can put over car parks and see what the street would look like in these plans. So this is where it's coming from. The association has told the traders, and now the traders are up in arms.
Well, I can understand why they're up in arms. Chapel Street isn't what it used to be. It had a golden era, but it's still a go-to destination, and this is going to kill it if they actually follow through and implement this. Who's pushing for this?
Who's pushing for this? So in the working groups, it's clear that there's an overrepresentation of cycling groups, cycling lobbying groups. The planning is a greenwash. It's very, utopian, Havana, Oasis style of wording. And all we want to see is a business case. We want to see like a full parking retail impact study done. We want to see that we won't be looking at the mistakes that have been made in Bridge Road, in Ackland Street, in Fitzroy Street, even Oxford Street in Sydney. Like,
you've seen what's happened in Ackland Street, and I think it would be even worse in Chapel Street, particularly when you look at the length of the street and how much they want to impact each area. It's not going to just be a little space. It's going to be from Alexandria down to Dandenong, from what I understand. That is. Now, you've started a petition.
Yes.
Where can people go and make their voices heard and hopefully get through to the council?
Sure. So the kind people at Council Watch Victoria have set up a petition on change.org. So you can go to the Council Watch Vic Facebook page. There's a link there.
Council Watch
Vic on Facebook. Click the link there. We're calling on any residents, locals, lovers of Chapel Street that don't want to see the death of Chapel Street to sign the petition before the end of next week so that we can get it into council before the end of the year and make an influence on this plan.
We've seen what this anti-car zealotry has done to the Melbourne CBD. That's another area that's been impacted. Let's not wreck Chapel Street as well. Matt Lanigan, thank you so much for your time this evening.